Come a little closer. And we can. You getting that? Can you see what I'm doing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, maybe over this side a bit.
Don't stop watching it.
Guys. So I went out and did a little testing with the Bravo Tope Recon, and quite impressed with it. Actually chops really quite well. I mean, I used it in a fashion that I would never probably use a knife, but it's good to know what it can do. And I mean, I beat on it. I mean, it was razor sharp to begin with, and this is very thin paper. It might be a little bit of a snag there. It could just be tree sap catching it. I'll clean the blade up and see what it's like after that. Yeah, I'll clean it up. So this is what I like to use just for cleaning and oiling my blades. Sometimes, obviously, it takes a little more elbow grease to get that tree sap off. If you really have it on there and you can't get it off, the best thing I've found is actually oven cleaner. So, got some different stuff that I can try to get it off with. Okay, so now this is all cleaned up. I ended up just using a bit of isopropyl alcohol on it. I mean, there's a little bit on there I can clean up, but that should make it so that I can test the sharpness after using it. And this paper is super thin and it's probably a bit damp from being in the basement, but and the edge is pretty toothy. So even knives that I've sharpened up sometimes like to snag on it. But not seeing any signs of any edge damage whatsoever. And if you do it compared to, or do it on printer paper here, you can see it just it's pretty sharp. Might be a little bit of a snag right there. I can't actually feel anything though, that's the strange part, and I actually can't see anything, but I beat on it pretty hard, going through some knots in the tree on purpose, doing everything I could to really stress the edge stability on this thing. Yeah, there must be some little bit of a spot there, but I can't see it and I can't feel it with my finger. I mean, it's still wicked sharp. I mean, it's catching my fingerprints. So, I mean, still easily one of the sharpest knives I've got from Bark River out of the box, and I've already used this, so It's just so sharp. So what I really like about this blade is that it's very comfortable. It's not very heavy. It's got a fair bit of forward weight for light chopping. I wouldn't consider it a heavy chopper, but it really does bite quite deep, especially on the softer woods. Like around here we've got a lot of red alders and poplars and things like that. I mean, I wouldn't use it on, you know, the really dense stuff like the Douglas firs and trees like that. But yeah, it's quite an impressive knife actually. One thing I don't care for as far as cleaning would be the fuller. I can get gummed up with stuff, but I like the way it looks. I mean, the harpoon itself didn't get in the way with the batoning. I mean, I wasn't batoning it like a, you know, a normal person would, splitting kindling or anything like that. I was just goofing around, really trying to just beat on it. Probably doing it in a bit of a dangerous way for the knife itself, but it held up no problem. It's an easy knife to carry on the belt. Got a really nice sheath. These sheaths are designed by Jenna Martin of Skinbender Leatherworks. And Jenna Martin is Matt Martin's wife of Vehement Knives. And he makes some just unbelievably beautiful knives. And she does some amazing leather work. This knife, I think the sheath, of course, is made by Bark River, but she's designed it. It's a really well thought out sheath. Comes with a couple of straps for like a horizontal scout style carry. It also comes with a fire steel loop. I took all that off just because I don't need it, and it slims the sheath down quite a bit. Yeah, I don't know. I really like this knife. I definitely recommend anybody that's interested in a knife of this size to consider it for sure. Got a lot of knives that, you know, I look at and I use and oh yeah, I don't need it, could do without, but this is definitely one I would not want to get rid of. It's just a really well balanced, well thought out, large hiking camp. I mean, bushcraft knife if you consider something of this size to be a bushcraft knife, but I know it serves, you know, self-defense, military sort of purpose as well for some people. I can't see how that would be the best option personally for that particular purpose, but yeah, no, it's really an excellent knife. CPM 3V obviously, so tough as nails, and the stuff is actually not that hard to sharpen. I find it quite easy actually to keep maintained. I mean, if you get a big ding in it or something like that, then it's going to take a lot of work, but it's not that bad.